To the point with this show that it's like I feel like people could actually go back and just start watching episodes.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Wait, are we
No,
actually
dude,
live?
yeah, like
yeah, we're live.
Oh,
we
we're
talk
live.
about
Okay.
we talk about like the most random ish sometimes. So it's like it's beautiful that you can just go back and it's still
Where's the
so
volume?
funny.
Is this me?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
It's me.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
oh
I
god
was, I
damn
was
it.
about to be mad at you, but it was me. Can we turn? Can we see parts? Can we see parts, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, we're cold opening today. What's up, people? If you're in here, you're in here. We're cold opening.
Done a way better cold open than that.
We could have done a way better cold open.
Why didn't you
Damn.
tell me we were doing a cold open?
Well, I mean, like we did a cold open. That's what I got
Yeah.
for you.
Cold opens are scripted, man. Come on.
Cold opens are scripted. Man, okay. We're in here though. I just posted this to Instagram, so hopefully people will click it. Shout out to anybody who views my Instagram story. You're a cool person. What is up, and welcome to Better Than Cable. You are in here with J-Treb from Miseducation of Music, and we have Ananya and Pars from the Nevaland podcast, and we are in here to talk some shit this week. Of course, as always, we have Bobby on the boards in the background. And shout out to Annalicia Lissette, Annalicia the artist on Instagram, who painted this super dope avatar. It made me put stuff on the wall.
Dude,
This wall has been
that
bland
avatar is
for
sick,
a
man.
It's so
while.
cool. It's so cool.
He's in the avatar state. He's going off right
Bro,
now.
in
Like,
the
dude,
avatar
that's
state,
crazy.
he's got earrings. Come on, dude. This is
the drip.
I can't
love
see
this
the
shit.
earings, but
Yeah.
yeah,
But
probably. hard to
I
see-
can
probably
sorta
hard to
see
from a different perspective.
Yeah, no, the earrings
But-
are sick.
He's got earrings on.
The
I
detail.
love
Yeah.
it. I'm probably gonna end up resetting up all the stuff in here, but this is where it's living right now because I just like to look at it all day.
Yeah, no, this is
It's dope.
no, it's perfect in the middle. Don't move it.
Hell
Don't
yeah,
move it from
hell
there.
yeah. It also is this
Yeah.
straight? We never checked that. I meant to ask you all: is this wall straight?
Straight in what regard? Like straight as in it's all good, or like are the pictures
Are
level?
the pictures level? They're definitely
Yes.
not. They are.
Yeah, the pictures are pretty level.
I did this all eyeball.
Aang
this
is not in the
morning.
middle.
Aang. Oh yeah, he's not.
He's closer
There's
to
a
you.
reason why he's not.
Okay.
There's a reason why he's not, and it's got something to do with the wall in the back and the command hook that had to go through the sheets. But hey, he
I see the
is on the
seam.
wall.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I couldn't go
issue.
with the seam exactly because it caused bunching, and then I tried to make a hole on the seam. You can't really make a hole right there because it's the end of two
You
sheets.
could have made a hole like 2 inches to the right where it would have been in the center.
Well, hey, you weren't here to shed this insight. So we have what we have. Maybe we'll redo it one day. But
Okay,
no,
okay,
we're not
okay.
right now. So look, what is up, people? We are in here this week to talk some shit. We can kick it off with
Yo.
some what's ups and some catch ups before we dive into all of this Apple stuff because I feel like today is a super Apple related day, which it wasn't like 2 days ago, but now it is. But what's up? What you guys been dropping? You guys were live last night.
We were live last night. Dropped a short today.
Hell yeah, go check
Putting this
that out.
content out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Why'd you
facts.
need to
Check
type
that ish out
Well,
right now.
that's so unnecessary.
To have
No, I was
someone
looking
on
at
the
it. I was
show
looking at it
also
so
be
really
the
Just to the
hater,
right.
to have someone on the show also be a hater in the comments is
Bro.
not. It's not only hilarious, but it's just a lot. You know.
You could
Yeah.
have spoke your piece. Like
That's what I'm saying. You could have said that out loud, but no,
Yo,
now
mic
it's in
in
our
front of you.
comments. Man, look, but there's more reason for people to watch this on YouTube.
Dude, I was letting you guys talk for a second. I literally
letting you
was
guys
doing it while
vamp.
you guys were talking.
But man, what's your short about it, Naya? What content
What
you
is
got
my
coming
short
up?
about? Oh, it's about Francis Ngannou. So was the heavyweight champion of the world in UFC, and his contract was over. He wanted to get a new contract,
Hell yeah.
and all of his deals weren't even like money related, or like obviously there was money involved, but what he wanted on top of the money, those didn't even get like, or the UFC didn't fuck with him on that. So now he's out. He's not in the UFC anymore. And my short's basically on like
Wow.
what he asked for, and like
So
what
he got
it was-
kicked
it was
out
cool.
of the UFC because of what he got. I'm gonna watch this
Yeah.
short, man. Hey,
Yeah.
Mark, you got a full video?
Yeah,
Okay,
drop it
okay,
Thursday. Full
okay,
video dropping
okay. I was
Thursday.
about to
Yeah.
say,
Yeah,
like,
full video dropping
You
He has-
think just got
he
me
has a
real
full vid
interested
on it.
into this.
Yeah.
I really
Or you
want to see
can
this.
you can also go to like You can go to our pod. We just talked about it too.
Yeah, we talked
Definitely,
briefly
yeah. I
about it.
heard
We
you
just
all
talked about
talking
it.
about this on the pod. That's why I was
Yeah.
like, bro,
Yeah.
is there like a singular video where you're gonna
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about this? Because that shit would be dope,
Yep.
bro. That's dope as hell.
Facts.
Look, I can't wait for that.
Facts.
Parse, what you been dropping out here, man?
Dude, I just dropped my first theory video. It was one of
yeah.
my best videos on my page so far. It got like
yeah.
107 views real quick.
Nice.
Pretty decent.
Fuck
With
yeah.
2 minutes and like 20-second watch time. I'm like, dang, that's lit.
Man,
That's dope.
That's lit, you know what I'm saying?
Tasting that watch time is ass. Man,
Dude,
I hate that shit. That's a great watch time because, bro, my
Yeah.
podcast,
Dude,
man, it'd
that
be
was-
sad when you look. It'd be like, y'all niggas, y'all really just like the
they
intro.
dipped it like
Y'all
9
really
seconds,
like
right?
that
Like,
shit, bro.
dude, it's so many videos. You'll see like 9 seconds, 5 seconds,
Bro,
like you know,
and
like
be
oh my
I
god,
put my life into that hour and a half.
Yeah,
And y'all
bro.
niggas said 25
Dude, that's-
seconds. Like,
Dude.
that's wild for some of these. You know,
it's crazy. It makes it
but-
more rewarding when you see them like 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Like, you fucking heard some words. I know you got a factor
Yeah,
to it. You heard
fuck
some
yeah,
opinion
they were
if
in
you
there.
stayed that long.
There were like 100 people were in there for 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's lit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
that's
man.
fire.
Hell yeah. Man, we gotta work. That's why I gotta start working on my intros to make sure people stay hooked. That's the thing.
Facts.
Facts,
I'ma do
facts.
it, though.
No,
I'ma do
dude,
it.
I realized editing, dude. If you
Yeah,
edit
dude.
it, like, and keep people fucking interested, that is literally helping my
Man,
watch time right now.
yeah,
No,
That shit's helping.
Like
Some
once
real
I
shit.
accidentally came up with like, yo, I'm gonna just do some dumb shit at the
I
start.
love your fucking
like,
edit, bro.
yeah. And then ever since you told me, you were like, yo, that's
Your
good.
intros
I was like,
are
bet.
so fucking good.
I would
Dude,
just keep
his
it.
Yeah.
I would
videos,
just keep it.
his videos,
I
I
would just
end up
keep that
like in
shit.
the first 3 minutes, like just like not looking away. Even if I was just like, oh, let me just put this up to support the
Yeah.
homie. It's like, nah, bro. Like the intro got me because he got the little clip and then the fucking like all the After Effects come in and I'm just like, fuck, I'm here. Like I'm settled in.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
Man, and shout out to
No,
my
dude.
editor. This whole season, there's a new editing style for all these episodes that are about to drop. I'm not gonna lie, I'm low key nervous. But he's trying something that I have not seen before, and I sent him back like 3 copies of like what it would look like if like it was YouTubey with like some fake music in the back, and he was like, "Nope, don't do that. Trust me on this shit." And I'm like, I don't want to. But we'll see how it goes because these intros fucking matter for the watch time, for retention, and like actually getting people.
Dude,
in there.
I'm even considering, you know, how movies add like a little piece at the end to make you watch the credits.
Hell yeah.
What if there's like a
After
little piece at
credits?
the end that you add
outro, yeah.
to your video, which is like unrelated to your video, but then if like your audience gets used to watching that kind of whatever piece you add,
Yeah.
then they're always gonna sit there till the end. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not gonna
And
lie,
it'll make
bro.
it like a
I'm
part of your
trying to
page.
do that.
I was about to say, like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing some shit like that. Like, if the podcast start getting way more traction this season, I'm putting clips of my other shit that I drop on YouTube
Yeah.
right at the end, bro.
Same.
It's just gonna hard cut into
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna
I was
think you in the
thinking
end of it, and it's just gonna be like, "What's
Yeah.
up, and welcome to another sample breakdown." You gonna think you got autoplay, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I want
Yeah.
people to be like, "Oh shit,
Legit.
well, I gotta see the rest of that one or some shit." You know, maybe it'll catch 2 or 3 people. We'll see how it goes.
No, I'm trying to put clips in the middle.
Facts.
Oh, like commercials?
yeah.
Your own run your own
Yeah.
commercials.
Straight up. Straight up.
Bro, let me get up there.
Straight up.
Shameless
If
plug.
this podcast
Bro.
gets
Shameless
watched,
plug,
shameless, bro.
It's not
Bro.
even gonna be like it's gonna be cut in. It'll be the link's gonna be there.
Oh, hell
like
yeah.
it's gonna be
Nah,
like
bro.
audacious, but it'll be like okay.
Ananya was at the Miseducation
Yeah.
Presents that I threw, which is gonna drop in February. But he was at the show. Shameless.
Oh yeah,
Plug.
It's so lit.
For what we had to
So
do to pull
lit.
that night together, we ran commercials for the whole
Yep.
all the people sitting down. We
Yep.
ran commercials of our
Yeah.
content. All the people who put it together were
That
like,
was lit.
we got podcasts, we got commercials. I cut in everything, bro. We cut in this
Mm-hmm.
podcast, all of that shit, bro.
That was lit.
It was like, we will run a commercial here. And maybe I need to get that
Thanks.
shameless in my
Yeah.
content.
Yeah, no, I was like at a certain point, Nevaland clips, clips from this show, like legit just random shit. Just play like 30 seconds of it, so it's not annoying, but it's like, check this shit out.
Exactly.
No, you could definitely do that. Like if it was a long video, just like throw that in the middle.
And that's what I'm
and,
saying,
you know,
bro. Like my videos,
that's like-
the podcast ain't going past 35 minutes no more. If I can just
Yeah.
throw a little at 14 minutes, a little 25-second commercial.
Yeah.
It's like, look, bro.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Follow
Literally
me.
just like put like intermission and then it randomly goes to your
Yeah,
video.
just like
and,
a random
it's like
break.
you just
Yeah.
run the
Yeah.
video for like 30 seconds and then it'll hop back, you know.
Bro, and, oh man, let that shit take off. I'm gonna start charging for ad space in that bitch to just the
Ooh,
homies,
facts.
man. Fuck that shit. I don't need
Yeah,
I don't need the
facts.
money from Blue Chew. Fuck that shit.
Facts.
I'd rather push ads from the city.
Yeah,
That's a lie.
100%.
No,
That's a lie. I
no,
want
we're
both.
taking
I
the
want
Yoruba
both.
ad,
That's a
bro.
lie. That's a lie. That's
We're
such a
taking
lie.
the Yoruba.
Hold on.
Dude,
I
Yoruba.
want to do both. Let me
Yerba, hit us up, bro. I'm gonna put you in that intermission,
Oh,
bro.
Yerba.
I'm-
What if Keeps or Rogaine?
You was sitting on that.
Oh, that's F,
You
dude.
was
That's
sitting on
F.
that.
That's
You
F.
was sitting on that.
Oh.
I would not be opposed to
Goddamn.
getting a hair supplement ad. As you can see,
Dude,
Keeps.
dude, you
is
know
for
how-
somebody who's
you know
trying
how
to keep
funny
some
that would be?
hair.
You know how
I'm past
funny that would be
point,
if-
so fuck you.
If Josh was the spokesman
Yeah, I
for
was about
that.
to say, first of all, let's be 100. They're going to review the content and go, this man's never taken his hat off. The only way they would give me a
They'll
sponsorship
give you the
is if
confidence to take
I
your
was about
hat
to say
off.
the only way they give me a sponsorship is if they guinea pigged me. If they were like, "Look, we really want to see if the product works, so can we look, we'll pay you to advertise your shirt." You know, like at the end of every video, there's 2 minutes of Rogaine content. You know what check they would have to
Oh my
cut.
God.
Do you know what check they would have to cut?
Dude, that
For
actually
me to
be
do
so
that?
funny. They should
Yo,
do
I
that.
would
It's not
die.
worth just getting your hair
That'd
done.
be
You
fuck
so
need
no.
money,
funny.
too.
Instead
No.
of Brian Urlacher,
No.
it's Josh.
That's what I'm
Go
saying.
ahead.
No.
Dude, I want you on a billboard in the city.
Dude, dude, you know what, Brian? Dude, that Brian Urlacher thing is a scam, dude. I've seen him with 7 different companies,
Hey,
bro.
no,
he's been with
hey.
7 different companies.
He's suing.
There's
He's
no
suing
way
some
he
of
got
the
7
companies.
different
that sue.
implants, bro.
Past the fact that I'm still mad that Bobby started all of this.
So this is actually real, okay? So I found out this week.
I only hate
Brian
this because now
Urlacher
we're
is
cutting
suing
clips, and
a
I
bunch
know
of
this
these-
is a clip.
Yes, this is a clip.
Brian Urlacher is suing a bunch of these hair loss companies for using his likeness because not all of them.
Wait,
did
no
it
way.
with
Is that real?
permission.
Is
Yeah.
that real?
Bro.
Yeah,
God damn.
No way.
for sure it is real.
Dude, I was
Shoot
wondering
me if I'm
because,
suing people over my hair.
dude,
Why?
dude,
Because
10
That's a
different
privilege
companies
to
were
sue
using
people
that
over your
mofo,
hair.
dude.
You
Like,
made it by then. You're good.
Maybe you have a point. Maybe you have a point. Maybe it's just like, yo, he's finally at the point where he's got his hair back enough to be suing people. Hey, man, this hairline, it was me and Restore 54. Nobody else. Nobody
dude,
else
I
gets
thought
credit.
he was getting the bag on all these, man. I thought they were like
Yeah,
just to
just-
use his
bro.
head. You know, he was
Bro.
getting a bag for each
I
of these,
would
but
have to
apparently
get-
not.
I would have to get such a check to take my hat off and start a hair regaining journey. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm still in the camp of let me just go over and do what Akon did.
Yeah,
Go to
just with the
Turkey.
Akon.
I know a guy who does stem cells.
You know a guy.
I don't want to know the guy you know that does stem cells. That's
He'll
the way
get your
you
hair
said
back,
that.
dude. He'll get
The
your
way
hair
you
back.
said that was uncomfortable. man.
Wait, can stem cells? I don't think stem cells
Parse,
can
do not
regrow
bring
grow
logic
hair,
into
right?
what I am
You need the
saying right now.
follicle.
Do not pick
Do
me
not
apart.
bring
He
the
had moved
logic
the past.
into what I'm saying right now is a wild sentence.
Yeah, wait.
You
Stem
need the
cells are for
follicle
like,
itself.
yeah.
I passed it
Stem
because
cells
I
are
Yeah,
for, like,
you need the
babies.
follicle itself.
Yeah.
I passed it before we actually make a real clip, and then I get like a DM from a fucking hair loss company.
They're like, yeah,
Dude,
stem
I'm
cells
not
are
gonna
fine.
Finally.
I feel
That'd
like,
be
I feel
wild,
like I've
man.
always been okay with
Spokesperson.
my hair being like a point of like a joke, but the second it gets real and it's like I'm growing it back for a company or a sponsor, I don't know how I'll actually react. You know,
Only one way to find out.
there is not. We can never find out. I'm so okay with that. I live in the dark about several things.
I'm gonna do some outreach. I know some people.
If you can get us paid for this show, then sure. I'll do it for the crew. But like, if they reach out to just me, no, it's a straight no. You're not gonna see some Keeps ads on
You
the
do
J-Treb
that to
channel.
us?
I would do that to everybody, but
Do
I would
that
do
to us?
for
That's
you
our
all.
chance to blow up. Keeps is gonna put us on their homepage of their website. And you're like, nope.
Man, look, today Apple dropped some new Macs
Yeah.
silently, or was it yesterday? I believe it was yesterday that they dropped them.
Yeah,
But
Yesterday,
we
yeah.
can talk about the speculation stuff before we talk about the actual computers. Because Parsh, you brought this up in the chat first. What's this Apple Ring news you've been hearing about?
Yeah, so what it was actually like pretty interesting and pretty cool. So not only would it be like one of these smart rings like how Ananya has, where it's getting like your heart rate, oxygen, sleep, whatever, right? So it would have all that stuff like that the Apple Watch does basically, right? But it would also have like a second layer where you could use it for gestures. So imagine this in
gestures for
connection
your
with
phone?
like the AR glasses.
Oh, okay, got it.
Right? And so now you could start doing gestures with your hand and it'd be connected to this ring,
That's
right?
a lot.
So now this ring can monitor gestures that you're doing and you could start fucking moving shit around in space in front of you.
That'd be
Like
sick, though.
that
That'd be
that sounds
sick.
so cool to me, honestly.
That's
Yeah,
like
that
a
that
lot
sounds
of
so
that.
cool.
A lot of that sounds concept, but like that is a lot. But I can see. So like I'm seeing it from the standpoint of once you get an Apple Ring, you have an Apple Watch, and you got an Apple AR
Yeah.
headset. Yeah, of course they should be able
Yeah.
to track all of my freaking motion at this point. Like you better have
Yeah,
the
yeah.
best motion
Yeah.
tracking ever.
Facts.
Like it should be like a calibration where I literally just put my hand up and it matches to my watch and like
Yeah.
you have my heart rate, it has fall detect. You know everything about me. Like you should be able to do that. But like that's a lot of technology to cram into a small band on your finger. Or am I tweaking on that? Like cuz that seems like a lot.
No, I mean, Ananya, what do you think about it? He has one of
think-
these things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as our
I think-
resident smart ring wearer.
Yeah, I would say personally, I would 100% get it.
Oh, you would?
Yeah,
You,
1000%.
so you see the benefits enough still, because I mean we've
Yeah.
asked you about it at numerous check-in points,
Yeah,
but
facts,
like you still
facts.
feel that strongly about this?
I don't feel as strongly, honestly. Like I think my eagerness of it was it's not like that crazy anymore.
Yeah, but it's cool
like
text though.
it's still cool. Yeah, it's still like I 100%
Are
prefer.
you always
wearing
gonna
it.
have one of these now? Like it's like because they're obviously gonna
No.
keep making them, but
No,
like okay.
yeah, no. Like I think next time I get an Apple Watch, I'm gonna stop wearing this.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
it's one of
cool,
those.
cool.
Yeah.
Like you can see, oh yeah, because I was about to
Yeah.
say I don't see the point because I have the Apple Watch, but I also know that like if you would have asked me in 2014, will I always have an Apple Watch? I'd be like, I'll probably buy one when it comes out, and then I'll probably not get one again. But now the answer is I'm always going to have a smartwatch.
Yeah.
Like no matter even if I change like Android, I'd get whatever like Google Watch went with it or something like that or Samsung joint because I'm just that into the wearable. But I don't know if the Ring has
Yeah,
that type of
yeah.
following.
Yeah. Like I would say I would
Facts.
definitely like it for like my sleep and everything because I much prefer just having this on than my watch.
Yeah, I was about to. Not a lot of
But-
people like sleeping in the watch. I
Yeah.
love it.
No,
I
dude,
never
yeah,
know.
I think the selling point of this has to be that gesture conjunction with
Yeah.
the
That's-
AR.
that's the
Like I
part
think
that
that
got
has to
me.
be
Yeah,
it.
that has to be
You know?
like the
If
major
I
thing.
if
Yeah,
there was
like,
a
that's gonna be the
bundle
whole point
with
of
the
getting
little-
this,
with the
you know?
AR set. If there was like a bundle where it made the Ring like half price or like 35%, 45% off, I'd probably get the Ring then. But I could
Yeah.
never see myself walking into the Apple store going, "Give me the Apple Ring." But like I might have said that about several Apple products I now own. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Facts.
no. Dude,
Facts.
especially like dude, I remember when the AirPods came out.
oh man,
Like,
I
it
got
was
two pairs
low-key,
of them.
like,
I got two pairs
You
of
know,
those
like
on my
why would you
desk.
put that in your ear?
Bro,
Right? Why would you put that
yeah.
in your ear? And then
Yup.
now everyone does it, right? Like it's
Bro.
crazy how your perception changes.
Mhm.
I flip between AirPods insanely. I'm using them
Yeah.
all the time, bro.
Bro, AirPods
Yeah.
are lit.
Love
Yeah.
I have them in my pockets.
I'm
right
about
now.
to buy.
Like
another
it's
pair
crazy. Yeah, no, I
happening.
used to I used to be on that other side and be like, yo, those look so goofy, right? And then
used
now
to
I wear
always
them
be
every
like,
day.
Why not
You know,
buy
like
the cheaper alternatives? 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I was
exactly.
a Bluetooth
Yeah.
headphone user before
Yeah.
the AirPods came out.
Mhm.
I was always on Amazon
Yeah.
buying a little like $25, $40 pair if I had a little bit of cash with me,
Mhm.
and I was always getting different Bluetooth ones, and I was like, bro, what is Apple really changing in this market?
Yeah.
So I even was riding the wave past there to the point I got sent the free Skull Candy ones from Skull Candy
Facts.
because I was like just such a preacher of like, yo, these are dope headphones, bro.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like the second I bought the AirPods, I was like, oh, it's fuck all these other brands. It's fuck.
Dude,
Even if I had
especially
an
the-
Android,
especially
I would
the
still
Pros.
Use these, bro.
Yeah.
The AirPod Pros are so nice.
They're
man.
crazy.
Dude, I was a believer on the
They're so
ones,
nice.
and then I bought the threes, which are like the in between the pros and the regulars, bro. And I was like, man,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
those
yeah.
are- that's what
forever. I
Yeah.
like I will never stop.
Yeah.
Apple keeps fucking shit up in the game. They're good at marketing.
No,
they get it in
100%.
everybody's hands, but there's a
100%.
purpose for each individual person.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
thinks that they're like, oh, this is why I need this Apple device.
Mhm.
Yeah, the only downside for me with AirPods is that it doesn't fit in my ear properly. So
Yo,
I needed
ear
I
holes.
needed to get this like little cover to put on so it sticks in my ear.
Hell
But
yeah.
I mean,
the
I still use it
third-party
all the
market,
time,
the
so it doesn't
third-party
matter.
market on AirPods is crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Pre-pandemic, we were shopping on this. What was the app called? There's like an app that you could just like buy shit. Is it Wish? I don't think it was Wish. It was something like that.
Wish is an app you
Yeah,
can just
Wish-
buy
Was it
shit.
Wish?
We did
Is
this
it
in my
the
basement.
app you're
Were you
talking
here?
about?
Were you here when we did this in my basement?
The one Ryan got like all the chains.
He got a whole bunch of
Okay,
chains.
yes,
Yeah, so like
this
right before the
Wish, it's all
pandemic,
fake. It's all
it's
fake.
all fake shit.
Yeah.
We went on the app before the pandemic. We were like in my basement at my OG's crib just buying shit. I bought like 3 different AirPod cases. The one that's on there right now, I think, is a case from there, and then I
Yep.
got a Rick and Morty case too.
Yep, you spent
Bro.
like 6 cents.
Six,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
maybe
So much of
a
that, yeah,
quarter.
that shit's
Yeah.
wild,
Maybe
right?
a quarter, bro.
Yeah,
And I'm
that
talking
shit's
like,
wild,
but we
man.
ordered. So keep in mind, we ordered this pre-pandemic. I received this case. I think
Oh, it takes
almost-
months. That's
no.
what,
It was
how they
worse.
get it.
It was worse because it was literally like we ordered December, and it was like gonna
Yeah.
be there in March. It was supposed to be 3 months in the first place.
Yeah.
We didn't get that shit till I think like damn near the following December. It was almost a year. I forgot I
damn.
ordered all of it.
Yeah.
I had a new pair of AirPods by that time.
Yeah.
Like it was like, oh shit! Like I forgot I ordered. And
I
then
think-
Ryan
I
was
think
so
I s-
excited for his chains. I don't know if you
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah.
He was like, oh yeah, and I was like, oh the bitch gonna turn your neck green.
Yeah. I've never seen him wearing
Dude.
one, so
I
saw
got one
him
of
in
those
one
freaking
time, but it was
clone
like a brief
AirPods
one.
one
It was
time off
like,
of Wish.
This is all for 2 hours. Then it's in the
I
pocket.
think they were plastic painted gold, and he was just like,
Probably.
I can't do
Hey,
it.
let's not down our homie. He has real jewelry now. He's upgraded. This was a time ago. But yeah, that shit was hilarious, man. Other than that, the tangent of tangent. It was still jewelry though. We were talking about Apple rings, and we're transitioning right over to the new Apple computers, man. Now Apple did the sneak drop, which I feel like they only do this with products they don't believe in.
Yep.
I'm a firm believer
Yep.
because they
Facts.
had a whole keynote. I watched the keynote like an Apple nerd that I am.
Yeah.
It starts off with all YouTubers talking about
Yep.
the M1. And it's like, this computer's amazing. This is so fast. This is my all-in-one workstation. They're hyping up the M1 and they're holding Mac Minis. And I'm like, this is the saddest Mac Mini conference in comparison to
Dude.
the crazy videos they make
Dude.
for like all of their
Legit.
other products.
Even the M1
This was-
Max one.
I was watching it and I
Like,
was like, this is so cool that they included all these creators.
Yeah.
And it's so sad that no one's going to click this keynote but nerds. Like, no one's,
Facts.
this isn't like you
Dude.
dropping it at your
Facts.
big event.
Yeah.
Like, this
Yeah.
is
And you know what? You know what
commercial-worthy.
gave it away? Why this M2 wasn't impressive at all? Because, dude, they compared this M2 to a freaking the i9, Intel i9. Why are you comparing it to the i9? You should
Yeah.
compare it to the M1
They
and just say
did,
this is
but no,
this
this
is
is the
like
sad
2 times
part.
better than the M1. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So-
but they just said it was like what 40% faster.
Yeah,
I'm
so
like,
they,
dude,
they
what is-
always they
dude,
love
what
their
is that, dude?
percentages. They love their percentages over
Dude.
at Apple because you can't. It's not a benchmark.
Well,
they just say
everyone-
this is
No,
40%
no.
faster than the one we just handed you.
To be fair to them, they've been doing this for forever. Like they're doing the exact same
fanboys,
you're
thing
right.
they're doing with
Yeah.
the phone chips. This is exactly what AMD, Nvidia, and Intel do when they release chips. Like they're always percentages in a very specific testing method. Like
Yeah, no,
But
that's
but
no,
it's,
that's
but
why.
it's not the way. But the presentation is not the way Apple does presentation for shit they believe in. I think that's my thing. Like
No, yeah, they
because-
hyped the shit out of M1. We
And they-
barely
'cause
even heard
you
about.
Remember, they were like,
these
"We're going to get
M2
everything
MacBook Pros.
transferred over to M1 in 2 years." They missed that
Yeah.
deadline, and then just quietly into the night, they're like,
Yeah.
"M2 is here."
Just- yep.
Even the Air didn't like. The Air got a little bit more fanfare, but like, so for people who don't know, they dropped a new Mac Mini that is a M2 Mac Mini, which is the new chip, as opposed to the M1, which is now inside the iPads, and even the M2 is inside the newer
Yeah.
iPads. But they put an M2 inside a Mac Mini. A Mac Mini is like their older device, the shell that they haven't changed in like years. And they also have a M2 Pro version. Now, even on their website, if you look at the screen, if you compare it to the M1 Max, which is the base level that's inside the studio, which is their $3,000 computer they've dropped, it does not compare. It's still not
yeah.
better than their highest performing chip from last year.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like
Yep.
they've now like chased themselves in a circle and they've bitten their own tail. Like that's kind of what it is, where it's like,
Yeah.
we have something new, but it's actually not impressive if you bought.
It's
the
it's
good
not
shit
that
from last
crazy
year.
because
Well,
The
but
M1's
it's the
basically right there,
base.
dude. Honestly,
But so
and
that's,
that's
the
why
thing.
I'm gonna wait.
The base is not
Yeah.
supposed to be better. The Pro still is like the Pro is comparable to if you bought an M1 Pro.
Yeah.
But the M1 Max
Mm-hmm.
is what everyone felt this should have been comparable to, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah.
gonna start something new, it should be like your mid tier
Okay.
should be as good as your top tier from last year.
So
but
then-
Yeah, no,
their top
facts,
tier
facts.
is not
Yeah.
comparable still to their what is considered to be mid tier. Because I'm not even talking about like the Mac
Mm-hmm.
Studio. You can get like 96 cores in that show. Like it's ridiculous. Like you can go to a crazy level, but you still can't even do that
Yeah.
with the new chip they just dropped. And that's the thing where it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they almost like there's now no reason to drop a pro computer like how they've
Yeah.
dropped all the time. There's no reason
Mm-hmm.
anymore. Like I feel like this just proved that if they drop like a Mac Pro tower, no one will buy it.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. No facts.
Because they
I
No, it
mean,
didn't.
themselves.
I'm just confused here.
hmm
So if you make a new gen chip and your chip is the same as the old gen in practical use, why release it? So then, what was wrong with the
Just to keep up
M1?
with schedules, and that's the thing. Nothing right now.
Yeah.
Like no one.
No, dude, that's
even-
the
even
same thing they
people
did for the
online
iPhone
are-
14, dude. They're basically doing the same shit
Yeah.
as what they did with the iPhone
Mhm.
14, right? It's like
Mhm.
it's basically the same shit, but a
their
little
pho-
bit
their
different.
computers
A little
are now like
nicer.
phones.
Design.
No,
Yeah.
they,
But,
they're
you know,
updating
and it's
their
like-
computers the same way they update the phones now.
Yeah.
It's like it's
Yeah.
barely an upgrade if you got last year's or the year before.
Yeah.
If you're within 2 years, there's almost no reason now. That's
Yeah.
kind of what it seems like.
Dude, and what's
Which
annoying
why
is
drop,
that
I agree with
with
your question.
Yeah.
yeah, and what's annoying is that they made a crazy processor jump with creating their own, but it's like now as they're evolving their own chip, completely slowed down almost, right? It's crazy
Yeah.
how that
it's-
kind of
it's
works.
just-
I wonder if they
it's
hit
so
a
good.
wall in the architecture,
Yeah.
like something fundamental.
That's what somebody was
that's
saying.
the-
Because and I mean the nerd talk is in the nanometers.
Well,
Or something
Yeah,
like
the
that.
five
Yeah, I was
5
about to say,
nanometer.
So
Yeah.
apparently
Yeah.
they're having issues with getting that on a chip better than what they've already
Mm-hmm.
done.
No,
But
yeah.
I don't know the exact language, so,
So
that's why I stay
5
away.
nanometers
Yeah, no, dude.
brand new.
Do you know all
that
all the
shit.
5
A lot of the
nanometer
7
chips come
nanometer
from
stuff
one
is
part
still,
in
like-
one company in China? They all
Yes,
come from
it's all
one company in
TSMC.
China. All these chips.
Whoa, I did not know that.
TSMC is the only one on 5 nanometer.
That's crazy. So that means that
Yeah.
all these new gen computers are coming from one place.
Yeah, it's all bottlenecked.
Intel
yeah, it's all
chips,
bottlenecked at this
AMD
one
chips,
company, dude.
AMD graphics card,
crazy.
NVIDIA graphics cards,
maybe-
M1 chips.
Maybe I'm thinking a little too Terminatory, but is that weird to anyone else? That like
What?
there
It is.
could be
It is.
one
It's very
place
scary.
It
that
is.
touches
It's
all
very
the
scary that it's just
technology.
one
It is.
company.
And that's what I'm saying. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm thinking too sci-fi, fantasy-ish, computers taking over the world, or somebody having control over all devices. But like, does that kind of, I don't know, it kind of seems creepy to me to have
Yeah.
one place that does all
I
of
mean,
it
it's for a brief
concerning.
time. It's for a brief time.
until other people can also do it.
Yeah, no, it's
Well,
because
yeah.
of the
So once other
basically
companies
like
are
to
able to
create these
run
chips,
5
you need this
nanometer, they just
crazy
beat
expensive
everyone there.
machinery,
Yeah.
and not everyone can afford that
And
machinery.
it's
right now.
also like experimental. Like they were trying to do 5 nanometer before they could actually get good 5 nanometer wafers.
Okay, so they kind of like proved it right, and then it was like,
Yeah,
well, now
yeah.
we're the only ones that can do it right now.
But,
We're not
like-
gonna tell anybody how we did it.
Samsung makes
Mm-hmm.
their own chips. That's not all the chips in the world. That's just all the chips that it matters for them to be of the latest
Mm-hmm.
technology with the best power efficiency and the best optimization to
Which
run.
I'd argue those would
at
be
higher
in
frequencies.
those would be in the places
But-
that I would be more concerned about, like the places where it's like that control shit would have the newer shit or the more advanced shit, and it's
Well,
like we got some Skynet bullshit
continuing,
now.
yeah.
So Intel didn't used to be part of that. They're part of that right now,
Mm-hmm.
but they are rebuilding their fabs. So Intel will leave TSMC again. They're only there for a short time.
So there's some companies that are
Samsung
just
also
using-
has tons of 7 nanometer.
Yeah, so like
space
the
that
only
they
reason
sell.
you go to like a third party vendor is if that third party vendor can make more progress than you can, right? So if they can do it, then you just like, all right, give it to them and do it. But it like sometimes companies are like, all right, let's wait till we have the budget and then we can actually do it better.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then so they'll do that trade off, like what Apple did with their screens, right? So they used to have Samsung make them, and now they're doing their own screens now.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
that makes sense. Oh man, I don't know shit about the tech world when I talk with these two. I don't be knowing shit. Maybe you be knowing
Does he
shit.
know what actually happened to Intel? Because they used to have their own fabs.
Did you hear that, Pars?
Wait, what did he say?
Intel
I can barely
He
hear.
said Intel used to have their own fabs, but like, what happened to them? Do you know?
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't been following Intel, dude.
Yeah,
Intel's
Hold
dying,
on.
bro.
Bob knows. What's the info?
So Intel hired a CEO. I don't remember which year, and I'm pretty sure this is right, but I might mess up who it was
Fact
that
check
did
it on your own time.
Probably not a bad idea. Don't cite me.
This is not a citation show. I think they're fine.
But yeah, so they hired a business-oriented CEO, and that CEO basically just went in, reduced R&D, and tried to shift the company and how it makes revenue. And part of that was we're no longer going to run our own fabs. We're just going to buy die space like everyone else.
Okay.
So they shut down their fabs.
And that's crazy because Intel was the company we heard about for years. I
this-
used to only associate.
This was when
chips
Intel
with
was on
Intel.
top. This is when Intel
And
was on
so
top.
when they're on top,
This
they got
was towards
somebody
the
in there
end
who
of
was
their
like,
rise.
Fuck this.
This is towards the end of their rise.
It seems like this caused it in a way.
So they stopped making their own chips, and they need to buy die space as well. At the same time, AMD has now figured out how to actually make really good
remember this time
processors,
period.
and
Yeah.
they are starting to overtake Intel and gain back market share.
Yeah, because I
So-
feel like also
Yeah.
AMD in the more recent years has become more synonymous with processing.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
they,
yeah, no,
like,
AMD has-
they
Yeah.
easily
I have an-
slid into
skyrocketed.
Intel
Yeah.
spot.
I have an AMD
Yeah.
processor
Yeah.
in my
And not only that,
desktop.
dude, AMD's in
Yeah.
GPUs now too. So they're
Yeah.
competing against
AMD
NVIDIA. So
has
they're fighting
always been
NVIDIA
there.
and
Yeah, I
Intel
was
and
gonna say,
winning
AMD's
against
been
both,
inside
which is
of,
crazy.
Apple computers for
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, their graphics.
Mm-hmm.
AMD graphics work with
Are
Apple better
amazing.
than NVIDIA's.
Yeah, so AMD's doing real good.
But their new graphics cards are not all that. NVIDIA's still ahead. By like a good amount.
Man, that's
Yeah.
wild, G.
But yeah, anyway, so they shut down all the fabs, started buying die space. Their products kept lagging behind. They fired the CEO, brought in an engineer, made him the CEO. Now their company's coming back up. They're
Hell
building new fabs in the U.S.
Oh, that's
to
actually
run
really
the new
dope.
processes. So below
Oh,
5
interesting.
nanometer and
That's
5
sweet.
nanometer.
So so I feel like it sounds like from what you all are saying, we should see some like turns in processing in like the next few years because it seems like everybody is going to be able to kind of do their own
Define
thing.
turns. Like,
Well, not turns. I'm saying, but like people will be able to do them on their own, meaning that like we might see either price changes, like for better or worse, or we'd see like at least more competition again.
prices are going to be stuck. Silicone is a certain price, or silicon is
Yeah.
a certain price.
I
because
think
of the
I think
pandemic.
it'll be what's it called? Like it'll be like just more people are able to create this chip. So like at least the chip price might go down a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
I don't know how much.
Oh,
What's up?
I don't know
It's
what
easier
else
to
will
make.
change.
but yeah, then you still have all the other stuff though too. Like surface mount components are at a shortage. Memory's
Man,
at a
dude, it
shortage.
takes a
Actually,
lot to make
memory's
a
not at a
freaking
shortage.
computer.
If you guys need storage,
Memory
buy
is
it now.
cheap
Storage
right
is
now.
cheap.
Just
And
get
what's
SD
crazy
cards.
is computers are in everything nowadays. So
Yeah.
it's like
yeah.
it's wild whenever we can't make computers. It's effed,
It's
man.
Yeah.
because
It's effed.
computers went in everything, though. Because I feel like there
Yeah.
are some devices that did not need this process at all that now the entire market needs it. I mean, like, because you got
Yeah.
to think about it in terms of, like, when they first started actually, you know, putting real computers inside of cars in
cars,
the sense of,
yeah.
like your touch display
Yeah.
or having CarPlay in the car. Like, before that moment, those weren't in cars at all. And then it was standard, which means there was then a influx of, like, we need
Computers,
so many of these.
Toasters used
Yeah.
to never
Fridge,
need
yeah.
microchips.
Bro.
Fridges.
legit.
Yeah,
Fridges,
dude.
they
Anything
need
that's a
some fridges
computer,
around
man.
there.
Compressor. They
Everything's
need
a computer
temperature
nowadays.
sensor.
No, think about
A toaster
thermostats.
literally
Thermostats,
just
bro.
springs.
Yeah, the
springs
Nest-
and circuits.
The Nest-
Thermostats, bro.
Bro, doorbells.
Yeah.
Doorbells.
The
bro.
doorbells.
Like,
Bro.
think about all of these
Security
things, All of
cameras.
these things
All
did
that.
not need
Yeah, just
the
tons of-
brains that we now put inside of them. And now it's like,
Cameras.
bro, almost everything has a very common. Dude, even think about your headphones. Like, we talked and we praised the AirPods. It's because of the
Yep.
H1 chip that's inside of those headphones that makes
Facts.
all of the shit inside of them dope.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
it's
even
because
what,
they put a fucking chip in the headphones.
Like
So,
what Bobby
the-
was talking about, the ear thing. with these headphones.
with the headphones,
that's
how
crazy.
they
Dude.
scan your ear and shit.
Dude, the luggage that follows you around, dude. That smart
AirTag.
luggage
Yeah.
shit. Have
Yeah.
you seen that?
Bro.
No,
Yeah.
he's talking about the
He's talking about
motorized
the one-
luggage
Yeah.
that like you just put it down and
Yeah,
it follows
it
a
just
beacon.
rolls.
I've seen
Yeah.
those, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that thing's so cool, man. That thing's a freaking robot, dude.
But bro, there's so many devices that never. I'm talking about like in our lifetime, like for years during our lifetime, had no brain needed inside of the device. My freaking desk. I have a sit-stand desk that has memory where it remembers where I put it. It means that like these things never had.
Facts.
They never had a need for a component of learning, remembering, doing a
Bathroom
task.
scale?
Yeah.
I mean, bathroom scales probably always had something, but now they all connect
No.
to your phone.
No,
Like,
they never always had something. They used to just be a dial.
Just a
that was
digital.
oh yeah, you're right. Damn. But I feel like in our life, like when I was a kid, digital scales were already kicking. They were popping.
I mean, it's still
You're
Digital
right.
is
You're right.
like,
You're
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. It happened a little sooner.
Yeah. But it's crazy because I'm looking around my room right now, and it's just there's so many devices in here that have like they have a need for more complex tasks than what they did in my parents' lifetime. And it's the same device. It achieves the same task. But in my parents' lifetime, it did not need all of that. And it's like wild because we're only going to keep going crazier with that. Like, and I mean, just to keep talking on the Apple shit a little bit, this is a nerd talk episode for anybody who's watching, if you've not noticed by now. But Parsh also included something in there that might be in the future horizons for Apple that might make them a little bit more appealing than just, putting a chip that's a little bit better or slightly better inside of the computer. And it was touchscreen MacBooks, man.
Yeah, dude.
What did you put that in there for?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I just saw that Apple was really considering this. Like, this was like a real discussion that was happening internally
Which is
in Apple. So I was like,
because I'm such a fanboy. I remember Steve
Yeah.
Jobs. Steve Jobs said
he
there'll
said,
never
"Hell
be a
no."
touch book. There'll
Yep.
never be a
Yeah,
touchscreen
no.
Mac.
Yep.
He also said
that's what-
that
yeah.
websites should never make mobile versions. But we've already seen what happened there. But keep going.
yeah. No, I was literally just reading an article. That was literally the headline. It's like, Apple's gonna piss off Steve Jobs or whatever, right? And then
Bro,
this
I'm
was
a
this
real
was literally
nerd
it. It
when
was
comes to
touchscreen
Jobs,
MacBooks.
man.
Facts.
And like they were really considering this for the upcoming Mac, like that, not this M2 MacBook, but the next ones potentially.
Yeah, man, that would be so crazy because I don't really see the point.
Same.
There's
Same.
the interface.
Yeah, no,
would
there's
have
no
to
point, right?
change So much.
There's no point.
Much.
People like to say that the iPad is so close to being a Mac. It's fucking not. Like
Yeah, I think it's its own
they
device.
They would
It's
have to
like-
change up the interface more than you're thinking.
Yeah.
For it to work.
Mm-hmm. And no, I think they would need to unify the OS, right? Somehow
It
they
would
would
be
unify
one
the
operating
OS.
system. And then then one product's obsolete.
And then it would screw it up, man. Then it would screw it up.
One
Yeah, I don't
product
know.
becomes
I don't know
obsolete.
what would happen. Like the only difference I could see is, let's say the keyboard was just remains attached on the MacBook one versus like an
But
iPad
now-
obviously
but
doesn't
I
have
was
a
about to
keyboard.
say, but then we enter Surface and Surface Book territory.
Yeah.
Because the Surface
yeah.
laptop essentially achieves that better already.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've loved the Surface laptop, not the Surface Go, the one with the flippy
Yeah.
keyboard, the one that started off with the watch band hinge. I've loved it since
yeah.
that first iteration, and I
Facts.
always knew that like if Apple made it, it would invalidate their market. But
And what do you think if they don't change like the Pro line, but they just add a separate line that has this like touchscreen MacBook?
I feel like there's no point, like, because literally it would just run iPad OS.
Yeah.
Like that's the biggest disadvantage of if they were to make a touchscreen Mac. Like,
Well, yeah, let's say they also just create that like updated UI for it. So let's say it has its own OS.
Yeah, I
too.
could see it working
You know what I'm saying?
only if they cater it to like students or some shit. It has to be such a niche audience
but
where it's
they
like
push the iPad.
But
towards
students
Yeah,
use
already.
iPads,
No,
right?
facts.
Students use
my,
iPads.
My
already.
last
Yeah.
2 years of college, all iPads.
yeah,
All
yeah,
iPads.
no,
I never
facts.
touched. My computer was mainly for creation.
No,
It was
dude.
mainly for creating shit. Like I never
Yeah, I mean,
once.
I used only my laptop. I didn't even use an iPad.
I didn't
So-
know what to code, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
Well, I
said
needed a
this-
code,
probably
so
said
I
this
mean,
shit
I needed
on,
that shit.
on the
Just
pod.
Yeah.
coding, all that shit. I needed
But
a laptop.
I wrote my capstone paper on an iPad too.
No, true.
Like
Hey.
just because I had an iPad.
No, that's
2
lit,
and
dude. If I
needed to
didn't need like any processing
Yeah, I was
power, I
about
would
to
have
say,
been
you
doing this shit
all,
on an
you all
iPad.
had majors that were far more intense than mine. My major was writing papers and talking about how to make the world a better place. I went to college for like social good, you know? I see how it's a little
Yo,
different.
there,
I'd like my
Josh was singing "Kumbaya" real quick.
they probably have more views in the professional space. Yeah, right. You're right.
True.
Because I mean, I think so. For my final project, like my final thing for college, it was one
Yeah.
paper, and then it was a PowerPoint. And I did the
Shit.
right after I finished the final paper. I bought the iPad Air 3, did the PowerPoint and keynote.
Yeah.
Never once touched my computer
Hey.
for my capstone course, but I had to use my laptop that semester for my computer science course.
True.
Similar to how surfaces.
Yeah,
on
no,
the
exactly, like-
NFL sideline. Oh, okay.
Right when
so
you need a code,
he's
you need
talking
some-
about if they actually did a touchscreen laptop. I don't think they would bring Macs into the professional space on touchscreens.
Yeah. No, they wouldn't.
Because I feel
I
like
think you would
Touchscreen?
need just an
it
actual
already
MacBook
seems
for
like,
that.
yeah, I was about to, well, not even
Like-
MacBooks. I realized on a YouTube deep dive, a lot of companies are using Mac Minis with the M1 rack mounted.
True.
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Apparently, those things
Yeah,
go
definitely.
insane. I didn't even know that. Well, people were doing it apparently with Mac Minis before because
No, dude, it's so cost efficient if you think
that's
about it.
man. And I mean, like,
Because
and
they
this
have
is-
all the monitors.
hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they just hook them up.
They literally
boom, boom,
just
boom.
hook it up in the back and you can rack mount
Yep.
them sideways
Yeah.
and shit. But like, and I mean, this is like some super nerd shit for people who really know Apple. They used to have this thing called the X-Serve. It's like a table. It's a big Mac. It's got
Yeah.
5 bays on it. It's like the size of a table. It's pretty cool. But a lot of places apparently that used to use those back in the day just upgraded to Mac Minis, and they've only been using those computers. I've always wanted a Mac Mini since I was a kid because I thought it was the coolest computer when it first dropped. That's the only reason I ever bought mine because I wanted one when I was like 10.
True.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like apparently that was the real use in the space, and now they're trying to bring them over to like people with this like new generation. And I don't know
Oh,
if it's
true.
really gonna work. But like
Yeah, I
that's
don't
why
know.
it's like
I
in a
don't know.
professional space. I don't think they have any like Apple can't make a new computer right now. There's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
need.
No.
They've literally hit a freaking
No, yeah, I
wall.
mean,
Apple's
literally,
not
yeah.
a computer company anymore.
I just use a MacBook Pro for
They
work.
haven't been a
so-
computer company since
For
the
a
iPhone
long-
4.
They haven't been a
Yeah.
computer company since the X-Serve went away. Every computer company has a server line. That's
Okay.
where the money is.
You're right,
True.
but they always had a server iteration of the cheese grater. Like even the back in the day G4, there was the tower version and there was a server version. They've always done two, and even the current Mac Pro,
But
there's a
that's-
server version. It is looser. It's not the same as a real computer company, quote unquote. But like they always do offer a server option.
Well, no, but I mean, like, that's not a server option. That's a rack-mounted consumer option.
Yeah, no, like
I
like
see
a
where-
real
I
server
see.
option would be like an entire line of different
Yeah,
server types.
okay.
But I mean, I don't know if they do that. That's
I
not like
wanted an
Apple.
X-Serve so
I don't
bad
know.
as a
I don't know if
kid.
they
I
do
still
some
look
shit
on
like that.
eBay at 'em, and I need to stop because there's no purpose.
Buy an X-Serve.
Also,
we'll
a lot
put
of these
something
server
ridiculous
systems
in it.
run on
Let's
like
do it. If you will do
CentOS
some
I'll
shit,
help
or
you
like
build a
Let's
computer.
fucking do it.
Ubuntu or
I'll
something
buy it.
like
I'll
that.
buy it. That's all I needed, Bobby. That's all I fucking needed.
I'll help you build something. And we'll build a computer and an X-Serve, and you can have an X-Serve running.
I want a freaking X-Serve so bad.
Probably not gonna
Yeah,
be
dude. A lot of
Hackintosh. I hate
companies would
Hackintoshes.
probably
like
wouldn't
them
use
either.
these Apple servers, man.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you use them.
They
for
like running
certain
Linux.
things.
You know what I'm saying?
Lightweight stuff, though. I've seen so many Mac Minis as point of sales.
I have as well. But I also see a lot of iPad Pros as point of sales because an iPad Pro can do the
That's-
same thing.
yeah.
if you need a
After,
small
yeah,
point of sales.
you were
Yeah,
seeing the Mac
yeah.
Minis before the iPads
Before that,
became
yeah.
strong enough for it.
Because I was about to say, I think like what was it like a couple iPad Pros ago? Like when they first went square, it was actually right before they went square. You were able to like pretty much use that as your entire
Yeah.
point of sale system. There was a when I worked at a shop, there was this application that was amazing. We used it for 4 different shops, and I could check the inventory of every store actively. It held all of our SKUs, and it was literally ran on an iPad, and it was amazing. Like it was great. Like it tracked hours for us, and like our boss could like check everything from his phone. Like it was just I don't know like. that almost makes it so like some companies, like if you're a small business, you just need an iPad with an M1 chip right now.
Yeah.
I don't even think
You
it's an
need an
M1,
iPad?
to be honest.
Yeah.
And you need like Square or like Stripe or some shit, and that's
Yeah,
it.
that's
We
Like
should have
you're
named
fucking
this,
set up.
Shouldman's
Yeah.
episode is Apple making itself irrelevant.
Yeah. Facts.
It's
Yeah,
a real
yeah.
question.
I'm still on the PC side. I have no desire to go back to Mac OS.
Mac is
Your main use of a
Mac
computer,
is
I think,
life,
suits
bro.
PC life, though.
Yeah.
I
Or
mean,
do
that's
you-
fair.
Do you mostly just like use it for gaming?
I mean, I do a lot
It's
of
gaming,
stuff.
and I was about to say also your video editing. You
Video
can do, I was
editing.
about to say,
You
your
can do
video-
that on either.
Well, I was about to
Yeah.
say, hold on. If you have a
3D
computer
modeling.
that is, if you have a computer that is
I
tailored
haven't
for
done
games,
it in a while, but like coding stuff.
if you have a computer that's tailored for games, you 100% can edit video.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of just those things are tangential.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like no, of all of us right now, I guarantee my desktop has the most computing power of anything
Yeah.
we own.
yeah.
1,000%. I don't, does it compete with the M1 Max chip?
It would run circles around this.
Oh, then yeah,
Yeah.
then you're fine.
Yeah.
You have the best chip in here.
Mm-hmm.
But what's wild to
Do
me
you
is,
do you overclock your chip, Bob?
He is not going to be able to hear this whole response. Okay.
I was
No.
gonna say, bring your mic away. Talk strong.
No. Something that was brought upon recently in technology is the ruining of overclocking, because the companies realized, why not just charge $100 more and have them run it what they can run at rather than be downclocked. So you can overclock. It's usually very small gains, and most of the time they're already running at redline with a boost algorithm to make sure they get the most performance out of themselves.
So
Oh,
there's
interesting.
no real point to
So there's
overclock
not even a
anymore.
point to overclock nowadays. Oh, okay.
Well, the processor.
Dude, I mean, I haven't followed the PC space in years, so
Yeah.
Dude, the processor I
I'm
have
out of
right
that shit.
now, like there is no point in overclocking it. It runs off a temperature target, so it will
Oh,
push
dang.
itself hard enough to get to 95C on the
That's
die,
legit.
and then it'll just dial back power
Yeah.
consumption to keep it
Yeah.
there.
That's actually cool.
and then
there's
it'll
literally
throttle
no
itself.
point.
It's
Yeah.
just regular
It
how
throttles
throttling
differently,
works.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It throttles differently though. It's mainly
Yeah.
related to voltage and power draw versus dropping frequency.
Interesting. Yeah. This is why I stay on the Mac side. I don't want to know all of that.
Dude, I love
The Macs do
bro.
that too.
You're right, and I mean, I'm now figuring that out.
The
just
M1
because
does it too.
Yeah.
The
It
M1 is
does.
based
Max
off
does the same
AMD's architecture.
It
Yeah.
does, but my
Yeah.
thing is, I don't need to know any of it, and I can just turn the freaking computer on.
It just does it. Yeah.
See, stuff's gonna get real cool when like RISC-V is mainstream.
I don't even know what that is. Have you even heard of RISC-V before, Pars?
No, I've not.
No, what is that?
Reduced instruction set computing 5, 5th generation. It's a
still don't
reduced
know.
instruction set.
Mm,
It's a reduced. So ARM is
Yeah.
a reduced
Yeah, yeah,
instruction
yeah.
set compared
Yeah.
to x64.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
It is a reduced instruction set compared to ARM, but it's more capable than ARM.
Got it. So you can do even more.
Yes.
Got it.
It,
Cool,
ca-
cool.
it
Okay.
theoretically can replace x64 instruction sets.
Dang.
Okay, so that would be a turn in computing. I get what
Yes.
you're saying. That would be
Yeah,
insane.
That'd be legit.
Yeah, man. See, that's all crazy.
Interesting.
And that's the thing, though. Like, I feel like we've hit such a point with computing that we don't even have tasks that need it yet, like on a regular level anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
on
wait
a
till we get
regular
quantum
level-
computers into the household.
But it's like, what will you do with a quantum computer in a household?
Dude, why not just F around
Teleport?
with one?
Just
man?
to have it, yeah. Just to have it.
Teleport.
Teleport.
That's literally
Create a
how they
wormhole, bro.
work.
But it's like,
And if I have one, it's making an AI that'll teach me how to teleport.
yeah, see, we don't need to be there. I feel like we're fine with
It's literally the basis of how it works.
I'm fine with off the
It
shelf
teleport.
products.
It vibrates qubits, which then phase in and out of existence. Like that's how a quantum.
Dude,
computer
superposition, bro. Superposition's wild, man.
You all have currently lost me. It is.
All right.
That's a
It's
lot.
actually crazy.
It
Let's
teleports
get back
parts
to
of matter.
one of these
Yeah,
topics.
let's get back to this last
That's how it
topic on the
works.
list. Get back to this last topic on the list.
It's
Thank
not
you to
matter.
anyone who sat through our
But-
computer talk there. We also got the Twitter For You spaces because Twitter cannot stop copying other places,
Bro.
which is insane.
Dude, Yeah, what do you guys
like? I've just
think about this following tab?
Yeah.
Oh man, we need a Bobby camera. Bobby just dumped
What
it
just
out.
happened?
Bobby just dumped a lot of water on himself trying to drink. He missed his mouth
Oh my
by a
God.
mile.
Bro.
Oh man,
I
Is he
saw
trying
it
to
like
waterfall?
slow motion,
There,
bro.
we
just
couldn't work
like-
through that. You know we couldn't go through that.
That was
You
wild.
dumped
I
a
did
lot
not
of water
miss
on
by a
yourself.
mile.
Bobby. There's a lot of water.
Was he trying to waterfall it?
No,
Or
he
what?
was just trying to
No,
drink
no.
normally.
That's the
I don't know
worst
what
part.
happened.
He tried to drink right there.
It's just like
He tried to, there was
hand
nothing
eye.
special
There was
about the
something
drink.
off.
He just
aside
totally
from
lost his face.
There was something off.
where his mouth
Dude.
was and where the oh my god, where his mouth was and where the water, dude. That's like a glop. That's a good cup. That's a good
Yeah,
cup of water, bro.
that's a gulp. That's a
Dude, one
solid
of your
gulp
senses was
water.
off. I think that's a specific
Bro, his
sense. I
mouth
can't
was
remember the
like-
name of it.
His mouth was prepared for the bottle, but the bottle was not there.
This way. Like that.
Oh yeah, nah, dude. But like your whole, yeah, it was a lot. Either way, he's trying to recreate it. It's kind of stupid. I hope he.
Yeah,
feels
it's
no water in himself.
proprioception. That's
Man,
what it was.
back
Your
to what you were saying.
proprioception is
Back to
off.
what you were saying about Twitter. What were you saying
Um,
about Twitter about it?
No, I was just saying that, like, honestly, I've just been on my For You. I haven't really been on the following tab. Like, I went on it a few times, but, like, my For You shows me the people I'm following anyway. So I was like,
Yeah,
I don't-
I didn't know which one
like-
to go into. So
Yeah.
No,
I
dude,
stayed
also-
in the For You because it seemed more like what I was already getting.
Dude,
exactly.
I didn't want to.
Dude, there's also
Exactly.
I don't want to have a following on Twitter because I specifically don't go to some people's pages because I don't want to see what they're tweeting. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, I just
Like
don't care.
whatever's on
Facts.
my whatever's
Facts.
on my For You is what I wanted to see in the first place.
That's
Like
what I'm
it's
saying.
just the Twitter feed.
Nobody was
You know what
mad
I'm
at
saying?
the
Like
algorithm. Nobody's mad at the
Yeah.
algorithm. Like I feel like the
Exactly.
people who I followed is what gave me my For You.
Yeah.
So why did we like? Who said I want to just see the people I follow? Who
Yeah.
the fuck? Like
Yeah,
no.
legit.
yeah.
Like we
Legit.
know it's an
Because
echo
some people I
chamber in the
follow, I
first
don't want to
place.
see their tweets, man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like
straight up.
Type shit.
No,
I didn't
actually,
really
like,
like
you know?
it though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
straight
opened the
up.
app and
I
I
don't know.
immediately was like, I don't know which tab to go into, and I almost just closed out of it because I was like, who gives? Like I don't want to
Yeah,
be like. I was
yeah.
like
Yeah. At first, I was like, yo, what the fuck?
And
Like, bro.
maybe I'm the only person who might suffer from slight anxieties on social media. But hey, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know where to go.
No,
Do I
facts,
just
I'm
want
with
to see
you.
people that I follow, or do I want to see more broad things? And I'm just like, I'm putting too much thought into this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I usually don't have to think about it. I just go on it, just.
Yeah,
go
no,
on.
now it's like,
Like-
do you have to think about it a second? Like, I like the TikTok one because I feel like I'm down to watch a video, like of someone that I follow, right? Rather than
haven't
seeing,
logged
if
back
I
into
know I
TikTok
don't
since
like
I
their
got my new
ideas,
phone.
but I still follow them. Does that make sense? I don't know how
Yeah,
I
how
don't,
that
I don't use
how that
TikTok
makes sense,
enough,
but
I
like,
think.
I haven't logged back into TikTok
Yeah, I
since
don't
I
use
got my
TikTok
new
enough.
phone. I don't even remember the login, so I
But
think we're
even on-
giving up
yeah.
again.
even on
But-
TikTok, I don't use it. I don't use the following feed that much either, dude.
Yeah,
I
you
like
should.
rarely hop on it because I'm like, if it's not showing me on my main feed, why do I even care about it?
That's what,
I
well,
clearly
first of
don't.
all, it's
You
like
know,
there are
it
some apps-
optimized it out. You know what I'm saying?
I was about
Like,
to say, for years, we asked people to put things in chronological. We asked them to just show us their following. And then now they've tailored the algorithms for us to stay on the app. And now they want to switch it in a sense or give us exactly what we asked for years ago. Like, even on like
Yeah,
Instagram,
yeah.
Instagram made the option, I think, like a year ago. But it was like, no, I don't want that now.
Yeah.
Like that's not what I want now because it's not what you curated through the app, which is really weird to say because it is almost like backpedaling what was asked for at first. Because at first I remember when you used to be able to go on social media apps just see chronological of what your friend said, and now I guess you could go
Yeah.
do that if that's something you like. But no, like I feel like all of these apps, I'm now in your freaking algorithm. If I'm on it, I'm on it because of your freaking the way you present it.
because of the
videos.
algorithm.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
exactly.
saying.
Like you don't care about the like who you're following
Especially
that much
tweets.
anymore,
It's like,
as
no,
much.
I want to see
I
a
mean,
tweet
yeah.
that's going viral right now. I don't just want to see what my friend retweeted. Like,
Yeah.
no, I
Yeah,
want to see some
yeah.
shit that says,
No, exactly.
7
Like
people
usually you
I
don't
like,
care.
like
You know what I'm
this
saying?
viral,
Like,
crazy fucking
it's like
tweet.
I really didn't care about that.
Yeah.
Like
No,
that he
facts.
liked this tweet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I didn't appreciate the feature at all, dude. Maybe some people do.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Twitter's getting weird. We're gonna keep tabs on it as we've been keeping tabs on it. But I got
Yeah,
a
dude.
feeling we're either seeing the end of it or they're gonna have to change it up. Bobby
Dude, I
just
don't know.
found
It,
more water
it's
in his
it keeps
pocket.
staying alive somehow. So I have no idea how it's staying alive.
I have no idea either, but I don't know.
I
mean,
recently
I've-
saw a tweet that they're in debt every quarter and they're just
Yeah.
losing millions of dollars. And I'm
And
like, how is it staying alive then?
I have no clue, but at the same time, I know that it's still getting daily active users because I've been using Twitter more because I do like it as a dump space, and I see how it helps in the music community. But I don't really see it anywhere else besides music and comedy.
And to be fair to it,
Yeah.
Twitter was losing money every day long before Elon bought it.
Yeah.
It was. But I mean, most social medias operate in the red.
No,
which
no,
is
that's
why I
what.
think
No,
it's-
Twitter has
That's
been
what even
operating
Elon
very
said.
in
Is
the
like
red.
this company was already
Twitter
like
had
dying,
the
right?
Twitter had
So-
the smallest following, but it was
Yeah.
crazy. And
Yeah.
I said this when we first
Twitter
started
was
talking about
losing
Twitter.
like a lot a year.
I said this when we first started talking about Twitter. Twitter is an application that literally everyone knows about a tweet, but like not everybody has Twitter. Like a tweet can make news, a tweet can make a viral post on another application, and no one who ever saw it even had Twitter.
Facts.
Like that's literally how that application works.
No,
so
dude,
it's like there's no way that they were
How
getting
often,
the
like
eyeballs
even
that
on TV
actually
and
they
stuff,
deserve.
Dude,
they just
TV
pull up a
relies-
tweet that someone tweeted.
TV really relies on it.
heavily on
Right?
Twitter. So it's just like they were never going to get the following that they were supposed to get because they were a app purely to port to other shit. It was like we're good for displaying on your television. We're good for telling a small group of people about you. That's it.
Facts.
No, that's why it would actually be interesting if like they create some kind of technology to be able to like track where these tweets go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, well, I think
you know what I'm saying?
putting
Like,
the
that would be pretty
Instagram
cool.
Feature, I think the Instagram feature
Yeah.
is to encourage that because most people like Instagram stories where I see the most tweets. That's beside Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, and I know that people who don't have
yeah,
Twitter
I'm always
see
posting to my
tweets
story.
on
Facts.
the fucking see
Facts.
tweets on Instagram. So I think it's really dope that they like added that port feature. Look, man, we're about to wrap this episode up. We've been talking to y'all for an hour about all of this cool shit, all this new stuff, man. Make sure you tune in next week. Maybe we'll get a tier list in. You guys want to do a tier list next week? Maybe we can figure
Facts.
stuff. Or we could do that
Facts. We
this
can
or
do
that
some shit.
website too. We could do that
Oh
too.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that the one with just it's like a tournament?
Yeah,
that-
yeah,
we
yeah,
did
yeah.
that,
We'll do
That'd be
that. We
dope.
could do that one again. But hey, we'll get some cool shit rolling next week. It'll be in the title. Make sure you all tune in. And if you stay tuned to our Discord server, which you can join with the link in the bio, you can stay tuned to all the cool shit we'll be dropping.
Check
So
that
hey,
ish
make
out.
sure you check out the episode of Nevaland that was posted yesterday. They went live. It's over there on the Nevaland page. Make sure you stay tuned this Thursday. Ananya's got a video coming out. Make sure to check out Parsh's Theory video that's out right now. You got anything else that's about to come out?
I'll drop a review in probably like 2 days.
Okay, there's another review
so
coming
check that ish
over
out.
on his channel. Make sure to check that shit out. And next Tuesday, so that is before we will be back on here, I'm dropping episode 1 of season 4 of the Miseducation of Music. Go show some love to that shit.
Yeah.
We are back at
Check
it.
that ish
I got
out.
6 episodes vaulted, and I'm about to go stupid with promotion. So make sure to go check that shit out. Make sure to check all of the things that we are making out. And make sure you tune in next week for another episode. Yo, who's got a quote for us? Bobby Water Pockets, you got one for us today? You dropped a fucking cup of water in your pocket. I'm sorry. That was great.
Dude, I didn't even think about the inside of the pocket.
Dude, while Parson was talking, he lifted up the pocket
he
and
was like-
reached inside, and you could just tell there was water in there. Oh, it was great, man. Look, I don't think we have a quote for today. Who's got a song? Anybody got a song they've been listening to that's got a good quote in it?
I don't know.
Damn, man. We ain't never got that much dead air for the quote, G.
Bruh.
Are you kidding me? This is how 90%
Yeah,
of the
this
quotes
is like
go.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Maybe it
we're
is.
hardly
Okay,
all the
cool.
quotes
Look,
go.
Hardly ever
okay, I
prepared.
got one. It's from an unreleased track I've been listening to this week.
Facts.
You ready on the button, Bob? I hope I don't fuck it up. The quote is, "As we enter in this new year, let me make one thing crystal. I don't care about offending you while walking on this path." Damn, I think that's it. I probably fucked it up though. It's-
Hey.